Hello everyone, welcome to Apixia Stores. Today we have a user guide video for our recent inventory and sales management spreadsheet. The sheet has been published on our store on Etsy. You'll find the link in the description. But before continuing, please like and subscribe our channel and video in order to reach more people. Alright, this sheet is for small businesses that have inventory and sales orders and need to be organized. This sheet will give them all the required organization and dashboards. As you can see here, our sheet consists of 5 tabs. We will go through them one by one. The first tab is Inventory Database. Here we have Product ID, which will identify each product for easy filtering. So you as a store owner or a store manager, you need to make specific IDs for your products. Here you can write the name. From the category you can select them. Alright, how will you edit them? Here we have a sample of inventory, a cloth inventory that has shirts, hoodies, jeans categories. If you want to add or edit these categories, of course, you can add whatever you need, like this, for example, X. Click Done. You'll find it here. Okay, let's go back. In the fourth column here, you have the current stock. Whenever you make a sale or you update the stock or the inventory, you need to update this column, of course. Here you can write the supplier. If you have more than one supplier, you can add whatever you need, and it's from drop-down list, just like the categories. You can edit them here, so you can filter when you need with suppliers. If you want to see how much stock do you have from a certain supplier, you can just filter from this column. For example, we need supplier 1. Here is it. All the stock that we have from this supplier. Alright, let's remove the filter now, or just clear the photo, select all. Here you assign the cost of each individual product. For example, classical cotton Oxford shirt, it's for $20. The total cost here is automatically calculated for the current stock. For the 60 shirt, multiplied by 20 gives us this number. This is the cost. Here we have the price. You put the price here. Of course, we have an equation that you can use. Here, when we were making the sample, I used a 30% margin, so all the costs are multiplied by 30%. You can edit this in the way you like. The total price is calculated for the total quantity, just like the total cost. Alright, let's move to the reorder level. Excuse my accent. The reorder level here. This is the level at which you want to restock. So here we say we have the current stock 60. I want, as a shop manager, that when the current stock reach 12, I want to restock. So if this number reaches 12 or below, let's say 10, repurchase needed. So with a simple iLook, you can see the repurchase needed for every item. So you'll have an alert before the item is out of stock. If it's 0, this is sold out, as you can see. Okay, let's put it back. Of course, here you have the notes column if you need to add any notes. This is the database. Of course, you don't need to list them in a certain order. All you just need is to update it after any sale. And of course, you can extend this table for as long as you want. Alright, let's now move to the second tab, Sales Orders. Here we have Order ID, where you can organize your orders by giving them numbers or whatever. This is for organization. Here you put the product ID. Alright, remember this product ID, when you use it here, the category column will automatically look up the category by using this ID and list or assign the category here. For example, if we change this product, here we used C-03. Let's make it D-04. This one, D-04. See? It changes from the previous one to shoes. Alright, after assigning the product ID, we have here the status. Is it received? If it is delivered, not bought from the store. Alright, or accepted as someone is buying online or something. Is it in progress? Is it shipped? Is it delivered? You can choose from them, or update the status of your order. The order date, of course, written like this for month, day, year. Of course, if you're not familiar with this is the way you need to enter the date. For example, here I want to enter, let's say, 16 February. I'll type 02 for February, 16, 25. Here we are. Alright, okay. The price also is automatically read using the product ID where we assigned it earlier here. Good. Here, if you are applying any discount, you can apply the percentage you want. Then you will have this column, price after discount. Clearly, it will give you the price, the decreased price. Here, you will have the cost, again, read by using the product ID. That's why this product ID is very important, and also it's important for you as a shop manager to manage your data without needing for the product full name. It's like a short name for the product. Alright, the quantity. This, of course, is the quantity of the order. If he's purchasing 1 or 2 pieces, whatever, you enter it. The total price is calculated by the quantity and the price after discount. And here is the total cost, so you can see the profit. Here you can choose sales platform, online, in-store, phone, and you're not recommended to edit. You're free to edit this tab, but I don't think anyone will need to edit this, as they are the same for almost all businesses. And finally, here you have some customer information, customer name, customer phone, and notes. We will use these in the next tab, customer data. Here we will have these. We'll give each customer a customer ID, the order date, and the data we need, and we will add the email address if they provide us with one. This data is, of course, important for any store or shop, so you can later on use email marketing or messaging to inform your clients or customers of any coming sales or new offers on new products. To this tab, you have no more data entry that you need to do. You already made almost all the data entry you need for the inventory. We made all the data entry we need for the sales and orders, and same here for customer data. Here it's time to observe and monitor our dashboards. As you can see here, we have inventory dashboard. I hope you can see it fully. Here, this inventory dashboard organizes all the data from the inventory database by using charts and pivot tables to give you a clear view about each section you need to know. For example, here, the inventory total cost. You will see here the inventory value, like price, without any sales, like if you sell the whole inventory with the prices you listed in the database, this what you get. This is the profit, which is the difference between the inventory cost and price. This is what you are expecting to get as a profit after you sell all the inventory without any discounts, of course. So this gives you an overview about the value of your stock. Here in this chart you have stock by category. You can see how many the quantity of each category you listed in the database, organized like this. Alright. Here again you can see them as a quantity and a percentage. Let's have a look here. For example, jeans. Here they are listed 12.7. Like we have 12.7% of our stock is from this category. These two charts almost give us the same information, but in two different ways or illustrations, so you can understand how your inventory looks like just by looking at the chart. This gives you direct numbers, of course, of each category. Maybe when you have more categories than we have in this example, you can make use of both of them to make a good view of your inventory. In this chart we have the difference. We have, the cost and the price, which we illustrated here, just illustrated as a chart, the bar chart, so you can see how they differ from each other. Here in this pivot table, actually this is important. This gives you the categories, cost and price, and profit margins. For example, here we have the hoodies. The total cost of them is 19,360. The price of them is 25 and blah blah blah. The profit is 508, as you can see. And the profit, as I told you earlier, that I put 30% margin when I made the sample example, so that's why all the profit percent here gives 30%. Alright, this is quite important actually. The second table, this illustrates product status by stock quantity. For example, here we have the in stock. Remember, in the database here, if we go back, we have here in stock, repurchase needed, and sold out. You don't need to change any of these change automatically. So here you have all of these in stock, but you have these with repurchase needed. Some of the items that are included in hoodies, jeans, and shoes are requiring repurchase. So when I see this, we go check here hoodies, jeans, as you can see. So just by looking at this, you know what you need to search for in the database. And this gives you, of course, the quantity. Here, repurchase needed, total is 23, and finally here gives you that there are sold out items that has no stock left from the jeans and shoes categories. Let's have a look. Here, these two, for example, jeans and shoes. The quantity is 0. Yes, in this example we have these two only. So this table organizes the data we have in our inventory by their status of existing in the inventory. Here, in this last table, we have category organized by stock quantity and reorder level. For example, here we have hoodies. These are the items, these are the quantities, and these are the reorder level. This gives you an organized shape of the inventory database. So as you can see here, it's a long list because it illustrates every item in the database. And by the way, if you duplicate something in the database, here you will see it once. So when you look here, you can see just with your eyes that, alright, these are equal, this we have enough of this, and maybe it's not selling good. Same for this one, same for this one, but let's see here, this needs repurchase, and so on. Same for jackets, jeans, pullovers, and every one of them. So it's just as if you are sorting the database, but in a simple and clear way, and without the need of sorting anything. Because of course, if you are willing to sort, when you buy new inventory, you will need to just add the new. If you are trying to, for example, insert a row above and so on, you can have miscalculations if you're using charts and tables and so on. So this pivot table just gives you a clear view of what you have without any more effort. For our final tab, Sales Dashboard. This is a simple summarized dashboard that gives you almost all the information you need from your sales. Here we have the sales value from your orders, which is the total of the prices after discount multiplied by the quantities, and here the product ordered by category. Here you can see that hoodies are ordered 3 times, shirts 3 times, jeans 4 times, and shoes 2 times. Cost and price by categories. Here you can see the orders, of course. This illustrates the total cost and the total price. So you can see by just looking at this chart the difference between the cost and the price of every category is the profit made in this category. For example, for the hoodies, we made the difference between the total cost $75 and the total price. By the way, this price is the price paid, like after the discounts, $87.75. So the difference between them is $12.75. This is the profit made by hoodies. You can see here easily that the highest profit is made by jeans. Here we have the total cost is 70, the total price, which gives us 89.05, which gives a profit of the difference between them, 19.05. So we can here have a clear view of our cost and price comparisons. Here, as we can see, the sales platform and the number of orders illustrated in this chart and in this table with numbers. So you can see that in store, just by looking at this chart, in store we have the highest sales. Here we have 5, which is exactly 50%, as we can see here. 4 made online and 1 by phone. And finally we have this table, which illustrates the number of orders, the sum of total cost and the sum of total price. Again, just like this chart, illustrating the total costs and prices and the number of orders made by each category. So you have a clear view about how your categories is doing. And that's it for this sheet. I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment below if you have any suggestions, anything you think that it will be of use to be added to the sheet. Do not hesitate to leave a comment. And if you want to purchase the sheet, you can find it on our Etsy store, the link in the description. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to stay tuned for the coming videos, and goodbye.